Today we will discuss the growth hormone. This hormone is also known as somatotropic hormone, the small protein hormone with 191 amino acids. There are two variants, one is normal growth hormone and other is des amino form. Des amino form is less active. This hormone is secreted or synthesized by acidophil cells in the anterior pituitary gland, and the daily output of this hormone is 0.221 mg per day and with half lifetime 620 minutes. The growth hormone and function. It does not function through a target gland but exerts its effect directly on the other body tissues. Now, what is the role of thyroid hormone and insulin? These growth hormone help these or these does its effect on the body with the help of other hormone also like thyroid hormone and insulin. Okay, so they are also necessary for the normal osteogenesis, growth hormone, and cytoplasmic growth. It stimulates red cell synthesis. It increases calcium absorption from GIT. It decreases renal excretion of the sodium, potassium, calcium, and phosphate. So it increases calcium absorption, and it also decreases the renal excretion of sodium, potassium, calcium, and phosphate. Right? Because these minerals are diverted to growing tissues, especially bone. Growth hormone is diabetogenic, means growth hormone will increase the blood sugar level. It increases hepatic glucose output, so the blood sugar level increases. Direct antagonistic effect on insulin on adipose tissue and skeletal muscle. Growth hormone is an anabolic for protein, that means it helps in protein synthesis. It is catabolic for fat, that means it breaks the fat, and so it helps as a ready resource for energy. It is free fatty acid and glycerol. So during fasting, stress, and hypoglycemia, this catabolic effect of growth hormone helps for energy. Growth hormone is ketogenic, that means it increases hepatic oxidation of the fatty acid to ketone bodies. Okay, so in many ways they are energy producing and anabolic. Growth hormone increases milk production in lactating women, and growth hormone increases the growth of thymus. This hormone increases the ability of pancreas to respond to insulinogenic stimulation. Okay, it stimulates division and multiplication of chondrocytes of cartilage. So they are chondrocytes are the cells of the cartilage. So they stimulate the division and multiplication of these type of cells. It increases height in children and adolescent. It increases muscle mass through sarcomere hyperplasia. Sarcomere is the smallest unit of the muscle, and it increases the number of cells. That means it increases the muscle mass. Protein synthesis is increased. Liver glucose uptake is decreased, so that in the blood there always remains a increased level of blood sugar. Promotes gluconeogenesis in liver, again glucogenic in nature. Promotes lipolysis, fat breakdown, energy production. It's a fuel for the homeostasis. It stimulates the immune system. It increases the calcium retention and bone mineralization. So calcium absorption is there, so that more and more mineralization of the bone is there, right? Stimulates chondrocyte division and multiplication. We have discussed this. Bone, cartilage, connective tissue by hypertrophy, means increase in size and volume of the cell. Example, bone thickness. So bone thickness, it increases by hypertrophy, but bone lengthen by hyperplasia, increased number of cells. Growth hormone stimulates liver to produce somatomedins. So it stimulates liver to produce somatomedin C, that is insulin like growth factor 1. So it's a growth factor, but the name is insulin-like growth factor 1 or somatomedin C. These mediated by somatostatin under control of hypothalamus. Growth hormone production increases during sleep. So this is one of the MCQs, that during sleep growth hormone production is increased. So how growth hormone secretion is regulated? It is regulated by the hypothalamic peptide known as growth hormone release hormone. It stimulates, synthesizes and secretes growth hormone. Somatostatin, produced by several tissue in the body including hypothalamus, inhibit growth hormone secretion. So somatostatin, it is not only produced in brain but many other organ also, like pancreas also, hypothalamus. They inhibit the growth hormone secretion, which is antagonistic to the secretion of the growth hormone, right? So what you can see the figure here, okay, and you can very much assess how growth hormone is being regulated. Whenever there is a stress or low blood glucose, it will have a stimulatory effect, increases growth hormone release hormone, and it decreases the, and it causes the hypothalamic facilitator system to transfer the hormone towards the anterior pituitary, where from anterior pituitary acidophil cell secretes the growth hormone, and there are many target tissue we have discussed, right? Ghrelin, this is MCQ again. Ghrelin secreted from the stomach binds to receptor on the somatotropes, and it can regulate the secretion of the growth hormone, right? Because ghrelin is secreted from the stomach. This comes in the exams, MCQs, from where this hormone protein peptides comes from. This form from ghrelin, and it has the ability to regulate the growth hormone secretions through receptor on somatotropes. Now, clinically, growth hormone access post puberty, means after puberty, it will cause 95% cause is pituitary adenoma. This acromegaly, the cause is pituitary adenoma. There will be initial enlargement of hands and feet. Later on, there will be enlargement of forehead, jaw, nose. Other symptom is thick skin, joint pain, deep voice, headache, poor vision. Complication, there will be sleep apnea. Why sleep apnea? Disturbed in sleep, because your jaw is denatured, and the tongue is hypertrophied. It will stuck the larynx and the airways also during sleep. So sleep apnea. Diabetes mellitus type 2, hypertension, they are prone to, the acromegaly person are prone to hypertension. Treatment is, because pituitary adenoma is the main cause, and if in 95% cases, so the treatment is transsphenoid microsurgical removal of adenoma followed by radiotherapy. So you can do this treatment for the acromegaly cases. 95% cause is pituitary adenoma. You can remove the pituitary adenoma followed by radiotherapy. Gigantism. So if before puberty, if there occurs a production of growth hormone, which will cause, that means before epiphyseal closure, that will cause gigantism. And cause is again anterior pituitary adenoma, usually 12 to 13 years. Treatment, removal of anterior pituitary adenoma. Drug is pegvisomant. Pegvisomant is a drug which inhibits the growth hormone secretions, and which is antagonistic to growth hormone. This can prevent the gigantism in the, if you give it before adolescence. Dwarfism, height less than 145 centimeter in both male and female. Other feature of dwarfism are spinal stenosis, lordosis, scoliosis. स्पाइनल स्टेनोसिस मीन्स स्पाइनल का जो स्पाइनल कैनाल होता है वो छोटा हो जाएगा ल्यूमेन, दैट इज द स्पाइनल स्टेनोसिस. लॉर्डोसिस मीन्स फॉरवर्ड बेंड is lordosis. Scoliosis means sidewise bend is scoliosis. Hydrocephalus means the brain size increases, head size increases, hydrocephalus. Delayed sexual development, restricted lung growth, the treatment is growth hormone. Of course, you have to give the growth hormone. Laron syndrome, this is growth hormone insensitivity. Though you have a growth hormone, but the receptors are not functioning, so that is known as Laron syndrome. Okay, so thank you. These were a brief discussion about the growth hormone and the clinical. Uh, in the next video, we will cover the other hormone of pituitary gland, like I think the other hormone will be discussed in different chapters, and already we have finished adrenal cortex and all. Thyroid also you have finished, so we can just discuss prolactin in next video, right? Thank you so much.